Okay, let's talk about something a little bit more advanced when it comes to tennis serve technique. Particularly, let's talk about how you can have a bigger second serve. And unfortunately, when it comes to tennis, it's just as important to talk about what not to do because there's so much misinformation out there. So I'm going to show you what to do to hit a bigger serve, what not to do, and then I'm going to give you a really good drill that's going to help you hit a harder second serve. Now, let's take a look at Alex de Minaur here, and particularly, let's take a look at the difference between his first and second serve. What I really would like to talk about is how similar they are rather than how different they are. Particularly, the first myth we'll talk about is just how the racket needs to come from the back on the second serve. And although the racket does not come quite as around to the side as you'll see here as the first serve, it definitely still separates from the back. You want to look at this space. It needs to come away from the back for the first and second serve because you need to fully externally rotate your shoulder. That's really where your tension loads up in your shoulder. If it stayed at your back, you wouldn't get tension throughout your body. You wouldn't be able to transfer the power from your legs into your hitting arm. So your shoulder still needs to externally rotate before you go to the hit. Other than that, we see some little things here. Obviously, the second serve, his body's going to stay a little bit more sideways. The other myth is just that you want to swing straight across the baseline, which is something that kind of goes along with thinking that the racket should come from your back. This is like trying to swing straight up on a forehand. You need to get compression as well as rotation. So it's not, the follow through might turn, more along the baseline, but certainly your racket still needs to be swinging up and out, as opposed to the first serve where you're at fuller extension with the hitting arm and racket, from here to here. There's still a little upward swing path even on the first serve. You're not really ever hitting down, but you want to swing up into the ball as your arm turns out. So, let it come around to the side. And the real trick on the second serve, any spin serve, is just making more contact on the inside of the hand because you're not really fully extended on the spin serve. Otherwise, there would be no room to brush up. Other than that, don't snap the wrist. It's really important to have the shoulder being the last rotating link in the body segment. You really want to focus on just internally rotating that shoulder to the hit. If you're trying to stop the arm and then snap the wrist over the ball, it really reduces your ability to generate racket head speed because you don't want to stop that internal rotation of that arm. But yeah, contact on the inside of the hand, let the racket separate from the back. Don't try to snap the wrist. I work on that all the time. Don't overextend. Don't try to reach up as high as you can. Then there's no room to get rotation. So I just want you to understand, hit big spin, you got to still get compression and rotation. The drill I'd like you to try is to just start from the racket around to the side and on edge more. Start with the racket here, not at your back, and then really just focus on snapping that forehand. Just do this nice and easy up at the net and focus on snapping that forearm from the shoulder and the forearm all the way out to the right while making contact on the inside of the hand. Now this is exaggerated, but just doing this drill, how do I create forward rotation over my head? How do I get the racket to go up and forward over my head is going to help you hit a bigger spin serve. If you want to learn all the details about the serve that I've been very fortunate to learn from some great tennis coaches, be sure to check out my course, Tennis Serve Fundamentals at victorytennisprograms.com. There will be a link somewhere around this video so you can learn more about it. But I really hope, even if you're an advanced player, everyone goes through that course. If you don't do that, there's lots of other ways to support this channel. Drop a like, drop a comment, something about the video you're curious about. And just thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.